Welcome to the Eternal Castle, or whatever. I'm gonna have to figure out like a proper name for this thing. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Rising. And my gentlemen, well, today we're gonna be doing something completely different because of the newest, let's say, expansion to the Rising. And if you don't know, the developers of this game are one of the best bunch. They are not putting expansions behind paywalls. No. They are giving out free updates with awesome content, not just like a few reskins on, or maybe like a bit of our content. No. We are talking like fully pledged content, something that other games would consider DLC. They are putting out this shit for free, but the developers instead are putting out gigantic cosmetic packs as a DLC. And today I decided that I actually want to show you the newest one because of the release of the, let's say, update, the Invaders of Oakveil. They also added a very juicy DLC with cosmetics. Eternal Dominance. This is the newest, let's say, cosmetic pack for the game. Last one, if you follow up with development of Rising, was the one related to Castlevania. And well, the set I have currently, this is a cosmetic set. It doesn't give me any stats, but basically it's like a nice cosmetic set. But that's not the only thing they've added. So I was playing around a little bit with the cosmetics. I've built myself like a base for, let's say, multiplayer adventures that I have with my friends, because later on, eventually, we're gonna be playing on my own little spare time, because I do enjoy this game a lot, my own free spare time. And I decided that I want to show you actually my work in progress, and also along with that, the new stuff that the cosmetic DLC is offering. So it is a bit of an ad, I can say, but we'll see about that. Basically, you get, for example, this cosmetic set. You also get, you also get a new wolf form, because reasons. It's pretty cool, by the way. It's really cool. Look at this shit. You're gonna be purple. And, well, let me show you what I have created, because I'm really happy so far with the creation I have just built. Welcome to the Eternal Castle, or whatever. I'm gonna have to figure out like a proper name for this thing. Oh yes, I was working on this thing for quite some time, and let me show you around, because this shit is going to be awesome. So I'm gonna start at the very entrance. Now this is not the fault of the DLC or the game. I just picked the wrong plot because I decided I want to play over here. And yeah, well, it doesn't exactly align itself, but well, that's not an issue. I just have a door to the side. Yes, all of these things that you see are basically, well, except of this carpet, are basically part of the newest cosmetic DLC. This shit is huge. So basically, this is the entrance. We have also a lovely little portrait over here. This picture is also part of the DLC. This door is also part of the DLC. This thing, whatever the hell this plot fountain is part of the DLC. The floor is part of the DLC. The wallpaper is part of the DLC. Even the goddamn fucking fruits on the table are part of the DLC. And look at this shit. You can actually go full Sims coding mode at this point. The amount of crap you get is just tremendous, okay? You also get this. And let me show you around. So this is basically my teleportation room. This is, well, basically where I teleport from my adventures. And it's connected to 4 teleporters across the mansion, across the castle. But let's go around, shall we? So if we're gonna go to the right side over here, we're gonna see the first of many banquet halls. I work a little bit on this thing, and I took inspiration from the screenshots of the game on Steam. So if you want to test that thing out, if you want to see it for yourself, you know what to do. There's going to be a link in the description below, as always. Then from here, we have this lovely little prison block. And yes, those new cages, part of the DLC. And if you're wondering, because you probably noticed that something is not right, like this carpet, it kind of looks familiar to that thing, right? It's because all of these things from the newest DLC can be changed in color. So for example, I got where's the table? There it is. So this table over here is this one here, and you can pick all of the colors available in the game. You want to make your dining room red, you can make it red. You want to make your dining room blue, you can make it blue. You want to combine maybe black furniture with, let's say, golden floor, you can do it, no problem. So as you can see, I've basically turned this entire room purple, because I can. Yes, you even get like little cushions on the floor. You can make yourself something really outstanding with this DLC. Like this is the best cosmetic DLC so far. I actually got the carpet wrong. Holy shit. There we go, much better. I placed the carpet wrong. Right, so the small prison block over here. Yes, you can change the color of the statues as well. This thing was from the either from the previous DLC or from the base game. I don't remember at this point. The cages are of course new. They work exactly the same way as the original cages. The statues changed their color and whatever light source they have over here. So this is the first cell block. If you're gonna go through here, this is where I'm gonna make food for the prisoners. This is the Bloodhammer geyser. This basically came with the update of the game, because with this shit you can actually combine blood together. I haven't played with this thing too much, so I'm not quite sure how it exactly works. I'm just building the castle for like the purpose of the multiplayer and stuff like that for my own crew. So yeah, this is one of the dining halls. On the opposite side of the teleportation room, and yes, as you can see, all of this thing is color themed. So this room goes fully red, that room goes fully purple, the prison room goes full like gray color through the door, and yes, you can also change the color of the door if so desire. Then you have the next dining room on the opposite side of the main throne room. I'm gonna show you that thing in a minute. And I got another little cell block over here for special guests, I guess. About that thing you will find out eventually. And behind this thing, if I'm gonna go around, you probably have seen already the glimpse of it. So, back to the teleportation room. Right behind this thing, and this is the door from one of the previous DLCs, one of the DLCs that came up with the release of the game. I have my little stable thingy. Now, I know that this doesn't match, but to be honest with you, I didn't have any idea how to put it. So I've just put it over here, because reasons. This is where my horsey rests, right? And this thing actually comes with the update. This is not part of the DLC. So those hay blocks over here, this feeder, I guess, for the horse or whatever, the wallpapers over here with the brick ones and the brick floor, this comes with the update, not with the DLC. So you're gonna get this either way. You can finally build yourself a proper stable if you so desire. I could try to use the teleporters, but I won't. And yes, this is like the normal waygate. Like, this is a new skin, also with the cosmetic DLC. It's really cool, by the way. So from here, I'm gonna go up the stairs, and yes, you can change the colors of the stairs if you so desire, because reasons. You're gonna go up here, and this is one of the, well, the main, I guess, dining area. Fruits, vegetables, mostly fruits, wine, and of course, the new throne, because what a true castle is without a proper throne, right? Behind the throne room, well, we got a set of another pair of doors, and of course I put the carpet in the wrong... Ugh! Why did I put the carpet in the wrong place? It's not supposed to be like this, it's supposed to be like this. Okay, perfect, much better. Right, so go for the door, and right behind it, we got what? More cell blocks for special guests, I guess. And as you can see, this is exactly the same texture as it was on that room in the previous rooms, but this one is white because reasons, and it matched perfectly to the prison floor as well. Yes, you can change the color of the carpet, you can change the color of the walls. It's awesome, it goes along so well. Then I got myself the library over here. Nothing too fancy, nothing too original, like basically the things that you normally have in a library. You should have normally at the library. Books, printers, science, knowledge, all the things that the pathetic humans do not understand. And from here, if you're gonna go across the library, and yes, I will conduct here proper science eventually. Ah, my beloved. From here, there's one of the teleporters. We got some more cages over here because reasons. And on the opposite side of that, I got my, well, gem production or gem workshop with some additional furniture. Yes, you can also get yourself this thing, whatever the hell this bathtub is, as a part of the cosmetic DLC, if you wonder. I use it like the old, how do you call it exactly this thing? Candle holder, whatever. And the old vases, I just changed the colors because those old items from the previous, let's say, base game or DLCs, you can change the colors as well, and they perfectly match with the newest one as well. Yes, those columns you can change it. If you don't know, we can change actually the shape of the columns in a game if you're gonna use appropriate wallpaper for that. So if you're gonna use the wallpaper from this DLC, your columns are gonna get like rounded. So that's pretty unique. From here, I will guide you to the, let's say, main area where the crypt is located, along with the, let's say, servants. But I'm getting ahead of myself because I also got this shit over here. So if I'm gonna go to this side, I got myself some small storage, and I got a little relaxing area with a bit of a wine, with a bit of a cushions, and of course, fruits. Why? Because I do enjoy myself some fruits. More vases, more glass, more splendor, more dominance. Here, of course, the castle heart. It's not a multiplayer PvP server, so it doesn't really matter when I'm gonna put it, but I want to put it like this. And I decided to go with the red theme for this room as well. All of the things you see, basically here, are part of this cosmetic DLC. Maybe expect of the vases, because as I said, that's from the older set, and the candle holders, but everything else here is basically part of the DLC, and this is like really cool. You can change the colors all the way you want. Then I got myself a little armory over here, where I want to keep my weapons and my armors for future adventures. My skill gems over here. Then we're gonna go, of course, upstairs, because, well, why not? I want to show you the entirety of my castle. So from here, I got, as I said, the main crypt. And if I'm gonna go through this door over here, well, behind the door, number 1, I have the Stygian summoning circle. And yes, I decided to combine this thing with one of the older DLCs as well, because I can. And as you can see, this statue keeps reappearing for the entirety of the castle. And as I said, you can just change the color of the orbs. So if you want to go with a green theme, the orbs will change to green. You want to go with a white theme, you also change to white. Yellow, red, purple, whatever. Yeah, it's your choosing. Then I got myself a little tailor room over here, going with this red and yellowish theme, because reasons, and I'm pretty happy with this thing. Though it could be a little bit better, but I ran out of space, to be honest with you. So I decided to like basically put it in the center of this entire castle, because I have a nice view over the throne room and the dining area. Over here I have my little alchemy station. And as I said, I went with the with one of the previous DLCs for the cosmetics as well, because I found this one particularly good when it comes to building alchemy rooms. Like, it fits perfectly for like a mad scientist or like a pure alchemy room. It just fits very well. So the carpet, those whatever the hell those things are, and whatever the hell those things are part of the older DLC. But the theme, the ambience of this room, basically coming from the newest DLC. My garden area, well, I haven't worked too much on that thing. I still have to collect some seeds around here. And daytime, of course, is coming. I've kept the statues from the Castlevania DLC because they look really cool. And I think they fit really perfectly in the garden area. But yeah, nothing too much to show here because I don't have the seeds ready. I'm still working on this castle. And after this, well, I could try to use maybe the teleporter, but why should I? I got the stairs. I shall use the stairs then. So if I'm gonna go around, I should return back to the crypt room, and I can use this stairs over here. I got like balconies, but I'm still working on that thing. And up here, well, what we can have up here? Well, there's, I guess, one more thing that I'm missing right now for this castle. That'll be a proper blacksmith. So I went with this like dark and yellow theme over here, because why not? And as you can see, I'm basically mostly like 90% of this castle when it comes to the decorations is coming from this one single DLC. It's outstanding. If you can get yourself, if you want to treat yourself, if you want to get only one DLC, I'm guessing this is going to be your best buy at the very moment. Like, the amount of stuff you could create with this shit is just tremendous. All of this thing is coming from one stupid DLC. Can you imagine this? And then of course I got the more advanced blacksmith room over here. This is part of the game update, so it's not coming from the DLC, so just so you know. What exactly this thing does? Well, it's for like automating purposes. It's pretty cool. Blacksmiths, anvils, magical enchants, and stuff like that. As I said, I'm still working on the castle, so it's gonna take me some time to finish it completely, but, well, eventually, probably I'm gonna finish it, and, probably, of course I'm gonna finish it, eventually, but as I said, this is going to be something I won't be probably showing on a Let's Play. This door over here is supposed to lead to a new area that I eventually wanted to do, like probably like some storage or whatever, we'll see about that thing. I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna put over there, but as I said, I worked really hard on this thing for a few hours. I was like, you know what? I need to make a video about V-Rising anyway. So why not to showcase the DLC? Why not to showcase the new stuff? And just make a video out of that. Since I wasted like 5 hours to build this thing. So yeah, I want to like flex a little bit. And speaking of flexing, as I said, I can actually show you, I think, what exactly you have. So I should probably like lower the costs to 0 just for the like showcasing this thing, but whatever. Basically, when it comes to flooring, you got this thing here. So this is the tile set that I'm using all the time. This is exactly this thing over here. So depending on the color, it's gonna change its color a little bit. And as I said, you have the full palette over here: red, orange, yellow, green, lighter green, light blue, blue, purple, pink, white, gray, and black. Depending on the room, I highly recommend that you can mix, for example, like 2 colors. So let's say like go with white and black, as I have in this room over here. And I think it looks really cool. Like for example, this one is a good idea, I guess. Because the floor is basically from the prison block, so you get bonuses for the cells. But this room, for example, goes along with this idea. So the walls are black and the floors are white. The coffins are black and the candles, I guess, are basically white. I've put this candle in the wrong way. How did I manage to fuck it up? There we go. That's much better. The cushions are of course black, because why not? So you have like this theme of 2 colors, right? And this is like recurring, except of the dining area, because the dining area is fully purple. And then I'm missing, for example, like this room over here. So this room is mixing red and yellow, because the tailoring stations are like have those red elements, and the floor for the tailor room is red. So they said like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna mix those 2 colors together. The alchemy station is not mixing too much, because I went with a different DLC over here. But basically I went with the greenish type of a theme thingy over here. I think it matches the best. And upstairs I got like this little, I guess, blue type of a thingy. So if you're gonna go through this door over here, I went completely with blue one here. And I think like the blue and purple are my favorites so far. They go really well, by the way. So you got those things. What else we have? We got, of course, the door. So you've noticed probably for the entirety of the castle that the glass thingy is in different colors. This one is red, right? Because it takes from the blacksmith thingy. Since the blacksmith is supposed to be, sorry, this is orange. The blacksmith takes orange and kind of like blackish color. So this thing is kind of like oranges. But this room, on the other hand, is blue, right? So this door over here is blue. So it's gonna match the windows. Then I got, of course, what else we have over here? On this side, I don't have anything else. The stairs also received some love. And as I said, you can have different colors now for your stairs as well. So you can go with the full palette as well. On the base floor, I got purple stairs. And for the crypts, I got the white stairs, I think. The wallpapers is, well, self-explaining, right? You have 3 different themes. So we got like this pure marble, I guess, clean marble. Then you got like this thingy with like a, hold on a second, let me just move this shit around. There we go. Now, I got this thing, and I got this thing. Like this one fits really well with the pictures. So you can basically make this wallpaper on one section of the wall and then put a picture behind it, and it's gonna look really cool because it kind of like matches with all together. After that, from production, we don't have anything else. However, in Dominance, you do have the new coffins for your servants, and of course a new stone coffin for yourself. And yes, you can change the color as well. Over here, you can go with black, white, pink if you so desire. It's up to you. I don't think. Oh yeah, and of course the throne. The throne also can change colors, so you can either have black, red, yellow, blue, whatever you want. Don't think I got anything for the normal storages over here, so that's like a bummer, because it would be nice to have like some different chests. Same goes for crafting, nothing new over here. Refinement, same, nothing new over here. Nothing new for knowledge and nothing new for the glowing prods. The garden, defenses gets new stuff because of the update for the stables. But if I recall correctly, you don't get anything new from this DLC for the actual like garden parts. Decorations is what gets the most hectic, or the most content, I guess. So for example, we get lots of new chairs, which I've built for the entirety of the castle. Like, lots of it. If I'm gonna actually try to go back to the base level. Oh, even over here. So, this thing, right, is this chair over here. I'm using this thing all of the castle. Like, it's really cool. I'm using some of this thing as well, because it's also cool. If I'm gonna try to teleport. Yeah, see? They also have like different colors. So this one is like rain theme, so you have red ones because reasons. The carpets are also part of the DLC. As I said, almost everything in this castle, like 90% of it, is coming purely from this DLC. It's really awesome. And I'm fully aware that I'm nerding a little bit about this game. But to be honest with you, the devs are giving us 3 updates, right? The invaders, which basically is this whole region over here. With what? How many new bosses? How many new bosses did we got? Let me think. I think we got like one. We got one boss on low level here. There's one more over here, so that's 2 bosses on the low levels. Nothing new over here. If I recall, okay, we got those 2 new over here, so that's 4 already. Then we got this one, so that's 5th. And then we got this one. So we got 6 new bosses to fight with. New gear. New spells, because they changed completely how spells work. They've changed how the blood works. If you don't know, speaking of spells, because I was not aware of this thing. Basically, the more spells you unlock, the more spell mastery you get. And this is like a completely new mechanic. They completely changed the way that the spells work. And they also, because of this, they've changed the dash abilities for each of the spell slots, spell schools of magic, I guess. And instead of that, they needed to add one more spell for each of the school. So the dash was like moved to its own separated level, and instead of that we got a new spell for each of the school of magic. So this is new. For example, I don't think I've showcased this thing last time. I'm not even sure what this thing is. So one of the spells is basically this. One of the spells is basically whatever the hell this shit is. Like, it's supposed to do... It's supposed to chain yourself to the enemy, which is okay, whatever. I'm guessing this is for like more PvP type of a thing. You're getting all of this thing for free, right? You just, well, sure, your save is gonna get wiped out, but I honestly prefer to simp and nerd myself over a game like this and this cosmetic DLC than to simp over, let's say, looking at you, Blizzard, and you mount for $19. Just saying. So yeah, if you guys want to support the development of Rising, and because of that we're gonna get more content, just saying, you know what to do. There's going to be a link in the description below as always. And if you cannot afford yourself the DLC, that's fine, that's okay. Just get yourself the base game. It's coming on sales from time to time, so get yourself like 4 friends, make yourself a clan. One of you, get yourself like a good PC or whatever, which one of you has the best PC, host a server, and go together on an adventure. Remember, there are 2 different difficulty modes. You have normal mode for like normal experience, and you got brutal difficulty, which adds new abilities to each of the bosses. Like, each one of the bosses is gonna get a new ability for you to fight with, I guess. And also, it will increase its hit points and attack damage, so you have to be a little bit more careful when it comes to fighting with bosses. And all around, I honestly think that you're gonna waste lots and lots of time on Rising, probably just as me, if not more. But anyway, I'm simping way too much right now. I still have to adjust a few things before I'm gonna get this shit to my friends. And after that, well, we're gonna be playing. And I highly recommend that you're gonna do that thing as well. But for that, well, that's gonna be the thing I'm gonna probably try to leave for the future episodes. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you subscribe a lot. I'll see you all in the next video.